What's up, Internet? How's it going today? We have another wonderful edition of Trollcast for you. And today we have a fantastic topic. We are talking about comedies today and how they've changed from 90s and how they are today. My name is Adam Frankenfeld.
I'm Tom. Okay, so like Adam said, we're talking about comedy today. We're going to start out with a little bit of a throwback. We're going back to 90s comedy. I'm talking Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, Groundhog Day, Ace Ventura, those kinds of movies. Okay, there's a real difference between, and I feel old when I say this, comedy, how it was in the 90s and today. Like, for example, Happy Gilmore, guy with a hockey stick shooting a little golf ball right down the hole. No big deal. And then we have today's comedy, which is a little bit different. I don't know about me, but what's a movie? Adam, have you seen Ted?
I have seen Ted.
Okay, it was hilarious, don't get me wrong, but like there's a huge difference between like movies like I said, Happy Gilmore and then Ted. Like it just seems like not the quality of humor has changed, but like what people talk about, you know?
Yeah, I completely agree. But it's not just movies we see that are different. We also see TV shows that are completely different also. There's Seinfeld and Friends of the 90s, which tended to be, I mean, they had their jokes, but they tend to be a cleaner form of television. And now we have How I Met Your Mother and The Big Bang Theory and Tosh.0, and these are more, they rely more on the dirty jokes, and some would call it a lower form of comedy. Yeah. So, I do have a question though, Tom, like, when is the last movie you've paid, like, what's the last comedy you've paid to see?
Oh boy. I probably can't answer this question on camera, so I'll just be quiet right now.
I would say the last comedy I paid to see was The Hangover 2, and that was not a very impressive film.
I took a pass on it, to be honest with you.
Don't see it.
Yeah.
That's all I can really say. But like, what really makes a difference? How do we really see the de-evolution of the film today? I'd like to think that the comedy standards really haven't changed too much, yet they're trying something new. They're reaching out to a different audience.
Like, look at DreamWorks, for example. Like, their movies, and Disney, too, by extension, like, they have this sort of thing where a lot of the movies, yeah, you look at, and it's nice and wholesome for kids, but if you watch this as an adult, it's completely different. I don't know if that's intentional. Maybe it is, or maybe we're just all crazy. But, like, am I the only one that's ever noticed this about these kinds of movies? Like, there's a whole different, it's almost like there's two different levels to these movies now.
Yeah, I would agree. The movies are still for kids, yet they also know that parents are taking these kids to these movies and they want to entertain the parents as well. So they kind of have adult humor mixed in with the kids' films. And it's a new tactic that's going about. And I personally, whenever I watch kids' movies with my nephews or our younger children in general, I tend to enjoy that kind of humor and find it just downright hysterical.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in the same boat as Adam here. It's good, but it's one of those things where I really hope the kids don't get the jokes, or else, well, by the time you do, well, you turn into us. So, it's good in its own respect, but I think that a lot of things that these studios are doing, they just need to be careful on the line here. Either way, I don't know, I'd like to see where it goes. Like, personally, like you were talking about The Big Bang Theory and How I Met Your Mother, I love those shows. Like, I can't get enough of them. But, hey, that's just me.
So, what do you think? Do you think comedies have changed for the better or for the worse?
I think it's kind of a split, to be honest with you. Like, it depends on the show and how it's written, I'd say. Like, as I was talking about The Big Bang Theory and How I Met Your Mother, the scripting and just overall talent in that show, it's amazing. But, like, personally, when I look at stuff like Tosh.0, like, I'm not too much of a fan of it. It seems like Tosh.0, especially in shows kind of like that, rely a lot on crude humor. And personally, I'm not a fan of that. What about you?
I would say that comedies really haven't changed for the better or worse. I think it's just a different tactic they're going about. And while there were movies in the 90s that had a dirtier feel to it, or that kind of feel in general, I'd like to think that the entire series in general of comedies is just trying something different that will reach back into our roots.
All right, well, we're running out of time here. And well, I'm Tom.
I'm Adam.
See you guys next week.
Thanks for watching. Boom!
Yeah!